going on, y'all? Y'all back with the Crosscast. It's your man Cleveland. Cleveland Holmes if you're professional. Showtime if you're nasty. I'm here with my boy
Terrell, or you could call me Rail.
See, still don't want him nasty. I don't blame you, man. Nasty ain't all it's cracked up.
Well, yeah, we'll get there. Maybe maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe not.
Everything ain't for everybody.
There you go. Good point.
Man, we got some good topics today, man. So I prefer more lighter news, but unfortunately,
that's not the world we live in, right?
Exactly. Shit's real, man. So, of course, we're gonna tackle the big one. We got the Derek, what's his name?
Derek Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin, the cop that murdered George Floyd.
Murdercop. Derek Chauvin.
Oh, you got a nickname? Murdercop?
Murdercop.
Oh, man. That's fucked up, but not RoboCop.
Right. Murdercop.
Oh, man.
Derek Chauvin.
So, yeah, of course, he had a trial that just passed. He was convicted on
all 3 counts: murder, 2, unintentional homicide, 2nd-degree manslaughter, and 3rd-degree murder.
Good for him, man. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
And good for the what is it? The jury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they did their thing.
Definitely did their thing. He got what he was supposed to get. You're not allowed to do that, especially as a cop. Like your whole job is to protect and serve, and that didn't look like he was protecting or serving anyone.
Correct.
You got a handcuffed man with your knee on his neck.
Correct.
Whether you thought he was going to die or not, that scenario should have been completely different than it was. That should not have been a scene that we got to watch.
For 9.5 minutes, a 17-year-old girl filmed for 9.5 minutes murder cop's knee on George Floyd's neck. And what I don't get is his arrogance, his sociopathic tendencies to actually look her like right in the eye, right at the camera, and like, what? So what? Yeah, I know my knee is on his neck. Yeah, I know I'm putting down more pressure. Yeah, I know he's saying he can't breathe. So what? This is what I do. This is who I am. You're not going to stop me.
Yeah.
And nothing is going to happen to me. But guess what? Something happened to me.
Yeah.
Something happened to him.
Yeah, like when you break down that, like the psyche you have to be that guy in that position.
Right. You know you're being filmed. You're looking right at them.
What do you think?
Hands like in his pockets or something.
Yeah.
Just bearing down on his knee. Like what?
Like,
what?
Yeah. Like,
what? Yeah.
Like you just got a prize trophy. You just like, this light day at work. The same shit.
Yep. Yeah. Right. This is what I do. Just,
Right. Lucky got a knee on the neck instead of foot in the ass, yeah, man, it's fucked up. And I mean, we laughing a little bit, but it's not fun.
Right, yeah, no, we know how crazy this is, man. We trust me, we get how insane this situation is. And I mean, it's just, we trying to enter some laughter into it because there's just so much bad in this world. Yeah. So many of these situations. If you can't get some laughing going on, man, you're gonna drive yourself crazy.
Right.
So,
right.
You're gonna be mad depressed. I mean, when you look at what's going on. So we're gonna interject some laughter into this.
That was well said, man. Because I firmly believe that, man. You gotta find some beauty in life, man, because you could look at stuff like this and there's shit going on all over the place. You could really just be depressed and scared to move.
Seriously.
Like
Seriously. To leave the house.
Yeah.
To leave the house. You won't even leave the house.
Yeah.
I mean, with everything going on, you scared to walk out, catch a virus. You scared to walk out, get robbed. You're scared to watch out, get pulled over, by murder cop. I mean,
it's like ain't shit safe. I mean, and that's a harsh reality. I mean, anything can happen to anyone.
Of course,
but
you could get hit by a bus any damn day.
Right. But that don't mean sit there and wait on it to happen, man. Live your life, man, and try to live it to the fullest. So that way, if it is your time to go, you don't have to go with any regrets.
Absolutely. Can I throw a question to you? As we stay on the George Floyd incident in the trial verdict, were you expecting the guilty verdicts, or were you more cynical as some people were, that they were actually let this killer off.
I definitely was concerned about that. That's why I did not watch. I did not watch it.
The trial.
I didn't watch it. Yeah, the trial.
The trial.
Hell, I didn't even watch the whole video. I saw a piece of the video when it initially happened. Okay. I watched a little bit, and once I could see where it was going, I'm like, I'm not watching this.
Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't even finish that video?
Yeah, because I knew where it was going. I knew where it was going. Okay. I'm like, there's no way this is all right. I can't see both sides of this. I can't look at this. When I look at this objectionably,
right.
All I see is this man kneeling on this guy. I can't watch this. Now with the trial, I couldn't watch the trial because in my head I knew like that guy was in the wrong no matter which way you slice it. He was wrong.
Yes.
So, but I've seen so many times.
Yes.
Cops getting away with things.
Man.
That I feel like they shouldn't have got away with, and even more than cops. Like what's the guy's name down there in Florida?
George Zimmerman.
Zimmerman, like you seeing shit happen.
Yeah.
To black people and nothing's happening. So it's like if this guy can get away with it,
right.
What can a cop get away with?
Yeah. And there lies the problem, and why so many people were so cynical because one. Cops are rarely ever charged with these types of charges, and two, they're only convicted like around 2 to 3% of the time that they actually are charged. You can actually look at the statistics. The public largely believes in the police, and I say we largely should also, but that doesn't mean that you bring that belief into a jury room. In that jury room,
right?
You shouldn't be convicting only 2% of any type of bodies. There's something wrong along the line.
Right.
That should tell you something is going on there. So, man, but me, I was more hopeful regarding the verdicts. I thought a video that long showing someone's intentions. I don't care what uniform they got on. I don't care if it's military or the Virgin Mary uniform. Okay, if she got one. It's okay.
I think it's like a nun dress.
Yeah, right, yeah. Okay, there you go.
I don't know if she was a nun.
Even if she was wearing the nun uniform. Either way, what uniform you got on? When you're watching something for like 9.5 minutes of another man's knee on another man's neck, I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist.
Right. Handcuffed man.
Yeah, and handcuffed. Yes, and handcuffed. So he's not a threat.
Right.
So he's not a threat. He's begging you to let him breathe. He's begging you to get that knee off his neck. I don't care about the uniform. I was hopeful that they would see right through that they would see right through he was on drugs. He once committed a crime years ago.
Right. Now I can't do drugs and have misdemeanors. Right. And if I do, you can kill me outside in front of everybody.
Thank you.
Because I'm on drugs? Yes. Like, no, man.
Yes. So I was way more hopeful that people wouldn't blindly or stupidly fall into that. And that's a good point also that we just touched on. The amount of people, it's almost scary, the amount of people who justifies executions or these type of murders based on someone's past.
Right, and it's not like he's got a past of raping and pillaging.
Right, yeah, so it's not even the worst crimes in the world. It
was like a bad check or something?
With that one, he was called about a fake 20. Okay, so you got a fake 20, you getting a call. Okay, but other crimes he committed in his past, none of them were murder, none of them were rape. And even if they were,
right,
you still
throw him in jail.
Yeah, you still don't get to keep a knee on his neck for 9.5 minutes.
Right.
So the people who justify other person's death based off things they used to do or had been caught doing, it's insane, man. It is absolutely insane. I am glad that we got the verdict that we all knew we should get.
And even with the verdict coming out favorable to the people,
yeah,
I'm still a little nervous because I want to see what that sentence is like. Don't give this man the bare minimum. This guy's clearly a murderer.
Okay, so that's another really good topic. We see Amber Geiger, former Dallas police officer who kills Botham John. Botham John Jean by going into the wrong apartment, his apartment, and murdering him. Okay, she gets 10 years for that murder conviction. Right. 10 years.
That's home invasion.
Okay.
It's murder.
All types of problems. So even as we just touched on, cops rarely are convicted in the court of law. Yes, but when they are convicted, they get lenient sentences. Right. The killer cop who killed Laquan McDonald in Chicago got 7.5 years for murder for shooting Laquan McDonald in Chicago. 7.5 years. Amber Geiger, 10 years. Derek Chauvin, murder cop. What is he going to get? He's facing 40 years on the second-degree murder charge. He's facing 25 years on the third-degree murder charge, and he's facing around 10 years on the second-degree manslaughter charge. What is he going to get? If it's
anything less than 40,
if it's less than 15 years, people are gonna go.
I want him to get more than 15. You don't get to get out of 15.
He got to get 20 years. He got to get 20 years.
I'm thinking 25 to life.
I'm saying that as a minimum. I'm saying that as a minimum. I get what you're saying.
Because it's like not only are you a murderer,
yes,
like you completely let all the citizens down who do believe in cops, who do believe like they're here to help us. Like you completely let everyone down. You signed up for something. You swore into it. You swore your life to it, and you completely did the opposite. So not only are you just a murderer, you're disgraceful. You don't have any. Your moral code is gone. You know what I'm saying? You're a type of person I would not want to deal with at all. Of course, on any level. Yes. Like if I was related to you, I would not want to deal with you. Yeah. I would be embarrassed to be like, that's my uncle. Yeah. That's my brother. That's my, nah. Because I don't want you to think I think like that. Right, that we weren't brought up like that.
Yeah, yeah. He tarnished the badge, man. He tarnished his oath.
So when I'm seeing kids like, fuck the police, I'm like,
you can understand it. You can understand it, of course. You can understand how they get there. But and it's part of cops like Derek Chauvin. It's part of the Amber Geigers.
That Amber Geiger one, like I kind of let you rush past. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that was insane.
And you went in someone's house and killed them. You know how much time I would get if I did that?
Oh my God, dude, we wouldn't see you again.
Never.
We wouldn't see you again.
Never. I was incarcerated before. I'm at the county jail. Okay. There's a guy that's going to prison. Okay. They gave him like 23 years for breaking in a house.
Hold on. Hold on. Are you saying armed burglary?
I believe he was
so
armed.
Armed burglary.
I think they called it like home invasion.
Yeah. 23 years.
23 years. He didn't kill anyone.
Was anyone in the house present at that time? Do you recall?
I don't remember.
Okay. Not that. Okay. So, but still, 23 years for burglary. If there was no kidnapping attached to that or any of those things,
no kidnapping. Nobody died.
Man,
23 years. She can go into this man's house, kill him,
yes,
and get 10.
And
what did she say? She thought it was her house.
Yeah, she was entering the wrong apartment.
That makes it okay.
And she sees a guy sitting on her couch eating ice cream, and you kill him and. What?
And that makes it okay.
Right.
This is no big deal, dude. Yeah. She thought it was her place.
He's only dead,
You could mistake my house for yours, come in and kill me, and then be out in 10 years. Ain't she like appealing or something right now?
Probably, but what makes this sadder is she won't even serve every day of those 10 years. The cop who killed Laquan McDonald won't serve every day of that 7.5 year sentence. Right. They won't even. They're gonna get out early too. On top of it. Yep. That's why we say Derek Chauvin has to get at minimum. For me, it's 20. For him, at minimum, it's 25. We will love to see more. We will love to see 40. We will love to see life. But we're trying to stay realistic. We know how the justice system works.
Right.
So I'm going for 20. He's going for at least 25.
I'm saying I want 40 at least.
Right. Oh man. Yeah.
if he come outside, I want him to come out not a threat.
Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you want him to come out in that senior citizen age range.
Where it's like, even if you want to be aggressive, you ain't too much of a threat.
Got you. Because he is one aggressive guy. He had like over 16 over use of force complaints beforehand. So the department knew he was a troublemaker that was out here hurting citizens.
You could see by his face like this was clearly something he was... Like, I do this and nothing happens.
Yeah. When someone is looking at a video recorder of, them with their knee on another man's neck and looking at the recorder like whatever, you know that they've done a few things in the past.
Right. Like this
that they gotten away with.
Right.
So,
Cap got me.
Exactly.
Cap gonna sweep this under the rug. Fire the captain.
Yeah, file another complaint, George Floyd. Go ahead. I'm gonna get off with it again. Whatever.
Right.
Oh man, it's insane.
And I mean, and then while the trial was going on, we can just go ahead and push this over to our state.
Okay.
We got the girl in Columbus.
Yeah, Ma'Khia Bryant.
16-year-old
Ma'Khia Bryant.
Rest in peace to that young lady.
Absolutely.
The cop shoots her.
Yes.
Have you seen any of the video from that? Or
I have seen. Yes, I've seen a body cam release video that the department released.
How did that feel to you?
Okay, so let's be very clear about something. I won't divulge too much into it, but some may say that I could have a bias on these types of subjects.
I feel like you might think similar to me. What you just said right there.
My career choice, I won't say, we won't divulge into this, but my career choice will lead people to believe that I'm going to be more pro-police, right? Okay. Now, with that, and on these subjects, especially subjects where investigations haven't wrapped completely, I'm going to try to play both sides of the fence. I'm going to say, I'm going to see it from one side, and I'm going to see it from the other side, and I'm not going to be too definitive on that because of my career choice.
Well, you want me to run with it?
So, no, right, no, I'm going to take the question.
I think you're going to answer how I answer it.
Okay. So, for me, from the body cam footage that I saw, I see an officer arriving on scene. We got a hectic crowd, number of individuals. We're seeing fighting going on. We then see a girl get dropped to the ground, and then we see some dude who we're gonna have to go off on this guy. Yeah. We're gonna have to go off in a second. We're gonna do the shooting, but we gotta go off on this guy. We see a guy trying to kick a female in the head as she's getting up off the ground. The officer sees this, and then he sees Ma'Khia Bryant with a knife charging, bum rushing another girl up against a car. The officer turns from the kicking guy who, we gonna tear him a new one. We gonna tear him a new one. He turns from kicker man to Ma'Khia, okay, and he fires. He immediately fires. That's tough. I've heard a lot of people say they would like to see a taser used there instead of the firearm. I get it. He's in a very tough position. This is split second. She has a knife. Where is that knife?
It's cocked. It's ready to roll.
It's cocked. It's cocked and loaded.
I shot the question to you first because I didn't know where you stood on it. I thought maybe you was going to go burn that cop down.
Okay.
Burn his house down, burn him down, smack his kids, rape his wife. Like I thought it was going to town. But in all honesty, I asked you, did you see the videos or anything? Because what I saw in the video, I too thought, I'm like, man, I would have hated to have been him that day.
Yeah.
He had a shit day.
That's a bad position.
That's the worst position. Now, you got people, like, okay, you got social media going crazy. Yeah. They're like, they called the police to come because she was defending her house. They came to her house. I get that. But now, in that cop's place, all you get is a call saying, go to this residence because this is going on.
Exactly.
I don't know who called. Exactly. I don't know who called. Exactly. I don't know what's happening. I have an idea of what's happening. Some people showed up at a house and they're trying to harm someone.
Exactly.
When I get there, I don't see one person fighting a group of people. I see a girl with a knife rushing at one person. This person falls. A guy comes, kicks this girl. So, okay, maybe y'all are the people that came to cause the problem.
Right.
Because there's more than one of you.
Right.
This guy clearly has your back, and y'all clearly have the upper hand right now.
Yes.
So maybe y'all are the ones that I'm here to get out of the premises.
There you go.
I don't know which one of y'all it is that called. I don't know y'all voice. We're not friends.
Right, exactly. You got to decipher all of this in seconds.
All I'm seeing is, okay, these two people are getting the better of these two people, except these ones ain't just fighting. This girl is swinging a knife.
She's armed with a knife, yes.
So, my job being to protect.
Yes. You got to protect the other girl.
He reacted.
Right.
Yeah, I get you would like to see the taser. Unfortunately, that's not what happened. And who's to say that would have been effective enough?
True. Yeah, who's to say she doesn't, the prongs don't hit correctly, she could eat it and slash her throat.
Right, or the jerk from the motion stabs her anyway. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have used the taser. I hate that little girl had to die.
16-year-old girl lost her life. We don't care how. That is tragic. It shouldn't happen. We don't want it to happen. It's a horrible situation, okay? But we're just trying to look at it from the point of how did this come to be? And if you put yourself in that officer's shoes, you see a knife, you see another child on the opposite end of that knife. Your job is to keep that child from having that knife punched into her.
Right. And people were saying like, oh, well, what about the new stand your ground? She was standing her ground. She was not standing her ground. You are hawking these people down.
Yeah, true.
Standing your ground would be standing at the doorway, swinging the knife.
Yeah, you can't chase anyone and say stand your ground.
Right, because these people are clearly retreating.
Exactly.
And you're not allowing them to retreat. So you're like, no, I'm taking you out.
Correct. There is no stand your ground.
Whatever happened before that happened,
we don't know.
She wasn't having none of it.
Right.
So I'm not saying those people should be allowed to pull up to your house and cause shit and you don't retaliate. I'm not saying that should be it. In that moment, what I saw, it does not look. I can't place this cop in the same bracket as Derek Chauvin. I can't say that that's the same scenario.
No.
Someone was in actual danger.
Yes.
And that cop made a call.
A split-second decision, yes.
Do I think he made the best decision? I can't say he did. Do I think he made the worst decision? I can't say he did.
There you go.
He did what he thought would protect the other person. Yes. And given the way that scenario looked, it looked like the young girl and the guy had the upper hand in the situation, and maybe these were the ones that I was called for.
So he's thinking these are the victims that's down and that's up against. So I'm protecting them from these guys with the knife and the kicker guy.
Right, you know, got the NFL punter.
And, yeah. You know, the fake Adam Vinatieri, Justin Tucker. You know, want to be. Yeah, so we got a terminal right now. I'm sorry, we delayed long enough. Okay. You got a female on the ground, and you're trying out for the NFL. You decide this is your life goal. I'm gonna see if I got this field goal kicking ability in me. Are you in what?
I don't know what that was about.
What?
I don't know what that was about. And how is nobody mentioning that?
Right, yeah, right. It's getting glossed over now. The department did say upon releasing the body footage that they're trying to identify that man for charges. But still, what are you doing?
Yeah, because that whole scenario was just tough to look at. When I looked at it, I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
And then I'm seeing him out the corner. Like, if you there and you got her back, why you even let the police get called anyway? Like, if this how you getting down, if this how you getting down,
right,
sir.
If that's how you settle in these things.
Right. You like, I don't mind beating these girls up.
Right.
Then shit, beat them up. Don't get the cop there. She don't have to get shot.
There you go. Yeah. You're Mr. Beat a woman, so just.
Like, did he come later and just like, oh, look, a fight's outside? Or I don't know, but
I don't know what his story is, man. That dude, man.
If you gonna be there in the mix, save somebody.
Right, yeah, break it. Yeah, he's supposed to be breaking it up. He's supposed to be keeping that officer from having to make a lethal force decision.
Right.
And instead, he's playing soccer or something.
Right. Like, you could have been the one shot. Because you playing around. You kicking the shit out of this girl. What if he would have turned and shot him?
Exactly. When he saw that kid come up, if he would have turned and put bullets on him, then what? Now everyone's crying, oh my God, he killed another black man. He was just kicking a woman. He's arriving in a hectic situation.
I think if the cop would have shot him, he would have been worse. Because it's like,
yes,
a kick danger.
Yes, because of a kick. Yes, but you would also have to understand he already has his firearm out. So at that point, he's going off of, it's a tough situation. It's not easy.
It's a tough situation, but as a cop, you gotta decipher
right, yeah, exactly.
where this is
he
where the problem is.
He made the right choice.
If he was going to shoot anyone,
he
shot. I don't want to say that.
Yeah, we don't want to say that. Sadly, given what was at stake, you have to go for the person with the knife first.
You have to.
And that got everyone settled down. Once those shots fired, there was no more Mr. Football Guy. Right. That all settled down.
I'm guessing he ran because nobody can identify him. So he got out the way.
Right.
Oh, now it got real.
Now he's playing receiver from kicker,
Right.
This dude, man.
Yeah.
That dude, man. I can't wait till they catch him.
And I'm not going to put all the blame on him. I don't know if that's a kid. I don't know if that's an adult.
But he incited. He incited.
Yeah, he
made
as
it
a
worse.
Man,
yeah.
you could have played a different role in that scenario.
You made it worse. You made the officer more amped up. You made the officer more likely to use lethal instead of non-lethal.
Because as opposed to it just looking like this girl that's defending herself, it looks like this group is beating on this group. And trying to stab them.
Yes.
Like that's what that video says. Yes. That video says this group is beating this group up and this girl from the winning group is stabbing people.
He made it worse.
He did not help that at all.
He played a role in this, a very bad role. He needs to have charges brought. It's a shame because a 16-year-old is now shot and killed. And we don't want to see it. We understand the circumstances. We both are in agreement here. The position the officer was put in. By himself being there with a group, but he looked like violent, kids acting crazy. You see it like we both agree, but it's like it's just a horrible situation. But
it's all bad.
But when you think about it, for me at least, I can understand how we got here.
I can definitely see where the cop. I can see why he made the decision he made.
Yes,
and. Coming from me, like from people that know me, y'all know, like when the Cleves start talking about, you could see why the cop did whatever.
Right.
If that's my baby in the pink shirt about to get stabbed, I want the cop to save her.
Yes. Oh yeah.
I want the cop to save my daughter.
Yeah, you don't want no chances taken for that knife to end up in her neck.
I don't want my kid stabbed. I don't want my kid shot either.
True.
I don't want my kid outside trying to stab anyone either.
There you go.
Like that whole scenario was all bad, and people were kind of getting riled up. Like, oh, wow, George Floyd killer is on trial. This happens. That cop is not in the same. I can't put that cop in the same breath as Derek Chauvin.
He's not. He's not even in the same bracket as the officer who killed Dante Wright is in, who supposedly mixed up her taser and firearm. He's not even in that bracket.
No,
the Columbus officer, he's in a completely different bracket.
I don't think that cop will see any jail time.
The taser mix up or
no, man, I heard that taser mix up. Man, you need to go under the jail. That's ridiculous. Okay. You're not allowed to make mistakes like that.
Okay, yeah,
you're not allowed to make mistakes like that.
Absolutely,
I don't think it was a mistake. I don't believe that. But you're not allowed to make mistakes like that. If I mistakenly blow your head off, I'm still going to jail.
Yeah, right.
I'm not okay. It was an accident. You're still getting locked up.
Yes,
you can't make mistakes like that.
Yeah. That was ridiculous.
And when you're trained to to know where your weapons are
and how to use them, how they feel.
I can't accept that mistake.
Yeah,
we can't accept
same here. And she has been fired and has been charged with manslaughter. By the way,
and manslaughter, like that's gravy. That's gravy for what happened. That's murder to me because I don't believe you. I don't believe that with the amount of training you had or are supposed to have had, that you mistake the taser for the real gun. Right. I'm sure those things feel completely different in your hand.
The weight is completely different.
One's metal,
and one is vibrant neon yellow.
Right.
And one is all
and black. Plastic.
So
you can't have a metal taser. We both gonna get shot.
Yeah. So we're in agreement that the Columbus officer should see no charges.
If he does see something, at worst, it's manslaughter, and I don't know how it's sticky. It's sticky.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I don't think that guy was maliciously hunting black people.
No, for me, in the field, it's called a good shoot. And to me, sadly, tragically, it was a good shoot. So I don't, it's unfortunate. It's a tough subject. It's unfortunate, but for me, that was what we call a good shoot.
So. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, it's like emotionally, it's hard for me to be like that cop was right.
Right, because it's a 16-year-old child.
Because it's a 16-year-old child. Maybe she was a 45-year-old woman.
Maybe it'd be a little bit different. Well, it would be different. It would. We would have slightly different, but it's a 16-year-old child. Yeah. It changes everything.
And I guess in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like I would have liked to see the cop attempt another way.
Oh, okay. Attempt a taser,
or maybe attempt to shoot her in a non-lethal spot.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
To just drop her.
Attempt to rush? No.
The rush, you might not have got there fast enough because she was moving.
Yeah, not a good idea.
She was moving.
Not a good idea to rush.
And then you get stabbed too.
So yeah, we get that people ask for the taser.
I hate that her dying was the outcome.
Absolutely.
Of the cop trying to defuse the situation.
Yeah, we wish it was just like a flesh wound or something. She's patched up in a hospital. She's in there a couple of days and come out with a whole new, lean on life, understanding.
Right. I hate that the shots
would have
been
fatal. Perfect. But the fact that it was fatal, man, it's like just tragic.
The cop having the job he had, there's no way he could have watched her stab that girl. Because it didn't even look like she was about to stab her in the arm. It looked like she was about to get busy.
And I'm glad you just mentioned that because guess what happens to that cop if he allows her to be stabbed? Because he hesitated. He was too slow. What happens if he allows her to be stabbed and she's killed? I mean, either way, you're taking an L, man. Like there's just no way around it, man. It's a bad situation.
That's a terrible situation. I would have hated to have been that cop.
Yes.
That's a tough day at work.
Yes.
That's the day at work you like, what the?
Yes.
I just wanted donuts.
Right.
I was just trying to eat some donuts.
I just want to sit over here at the corner, eat my box of glazed and man.
And I'm seeing online like a bunch of people coming down on LeBron because LeBron's like, you're next and post the cop's picture. Like, LeBron is not God, you know what I'm saying? Right, LeBron is not the only person, like his say-so is not, he is important, like he does have power, his words are heard by a lot of people.
Absolutely.
But for him to think that cop should get charged, he's not wrong for that. He don't deserve persecution for that.
Exactly. Anyone can feel that the cop was wrong. That's okay. LeBron can feel that he was wrong, and that's okay.
Right, and it's completely understandable because all you see is
emotions.
A cop shot a 16-year-old girl.
He's gonna be emotional.
Right. When you hear that, you're like, whatever the reason, you're wrong.
There you go.
And that's completely understandable. Like I completely understand LeBron being like, you're next.
Yes.
And who's to say LeBron saw the camera footage before he said that?
Right, if the body cam was released already.
And even if you did, and even if he did see it, for him to think a cop shooting a 16-year-old girl and killing her, he should be charged with something. He's not wrong for thinking that. That's an opinion.
Right, how is he a bad guy for that? Yes.
You see they had the bar owner. Did you hear about the bar owner? Like, I'm not showing NBA games anymore until LeBron is, what does he say, expelled from the league.
What? Okay.
You know how much money this dude bring to people? Ain't nobody hear about you at Joe Schmo's Tavern. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody care if you're not showing it. You're going to lose more money than they going to lose.
Man, people like that, they just crack me up.
I was just wondering how that news even got to me. Who is this bar owner? What bar is this?
Whatever. Don't show the games. Don't watch the games. We've heard it all before. Oh my God, they put Black Lives Matter on the court. I can't watch it. Like whatever, man. No one cares. Yeah, if you don't want NBA fans at your bar and you're okay with losing some money, no one cares. Lose your money. We don't care.
Right. No, nobody's checking for
do you really think LeBron cares that you're not going to show games at your bar? Do you really think?
I seen a post. I don't know if it was actually LeBron's tweet or not, but it's like LeBron's like, oh man, I was just about to go there and watch the game and have a drink.
Right. Well, too bad. Can't do it now. I'm so hurt.
Like, nobody cares about Joe's pub.
Right. What a joke. Man.
Yeah. We wasn't coming there to watch the game anyway.
Man, see, those situations just drive me crazy, man. Whatever.
I mean, but good for the guy. Like, you got like some national attention. Like,
true.
So maybe that'll. Yeah. But you got the attention, and it's going to drive the customers away. They're like, hold on, we can't come watch basketball. Yeah, we're not going there. So it's like, way to fuck yourself.
Congratulations. Yeah, I don't know.
You could have did that.
I'm just so tired of people like that. I really am. Yeah, it gets old, man.
Yeah, and it's like. And then he was also one of those shut up and play people.
Oh,
athletes should play.
He's watching Fox News all day.
Like, so you allowed to have an opinion on stuff, but athletes aren't allowed to.
Yeah, regular old nobody who no one knows and cares about. But your opinion is so poignant. But the guys who playing basketball and actually touching people, actually donating how many millions, actually building schools for children. Right. All of these things he's doing. He shouldn't get to have an opinion, but little old Joe Tavern guy, your opinion is so spectacular. What a joke.
Yeah. Athletes should shut up and play. Bar owners should be involved in politics.
Yeah. We're the ones who gets to say here.
Yeah, all you doing is poisoning the community. Fuck it, get everybody drunk. But your shit's more important than the guy that's actually like giving kids hope, giving them something to do, keeping them off the street because they want to go play basketball and be like LeBron. They want to go to his Hope Academy shit.
Yes.
No, yeah. Yes. Fuck what he's talking about.
Just a joke.
Yeah, I do.
Can't do it. Okay, so man, there's even more that we touched on in these that we can go back and talk over later. We can break into the Dante Wright situation even more later. Yeah, we're not gonna do that now, but we're gonna switch topics there. But there's even more we can touch on there. So.
And look, people, I'm sure when Derek Chauvin gets his sentence, if it's not favorable,
that's gonna be a problem.
Do we get riots?
That's gonna be a problem. If he gets 10 years or 12 years, that is gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be a problem. I wouldn't be happy with
3 charges that totals around 7. No, the max. I'm sorry. The max is 40 years. Each individual charge, they total up to 75. But under Minnesota law, the max given the charges is a max of 40. So if he ends up somewhere in that 10 to 15 range with a max of 40 after the video we saw, people are not going to be happy. People are not going to be happy.
And maybe that'll lead to riots like when everything happened. But speaking of riots, if you go riot, you don't want to riot in Florida.
You don't want to riot in Florida.
And where was the other place?
And also you don't want to riot in Oklahoma, as the Oklahoma governor just signed into law something similar to what Florida signed into.
So Florida's got like this anti-riot bill where pretty much if you're rioting outside and you're blocking the road and somebody runs you the fuck over, they can't get prosecuted for it. Like, they won't get charged for running you down. Yeah. Because you're protesting. Yes. Now, I'm not sure how exactly it works. I think they have to be in danger. But what qualifies as danger for somebody in a car, right? And I'm outside blocking the road? Yeah. You have to feel that you're being surrounded or in some type of danger. You can just step on the gas and plow through whoever you want to plow through. You won't be charged. Yeah, that's wild. It's insane. And then also for Oklahoma, who just signed it into law a couple of days ago. So you won't be charged with vehicular manslaughter. If you feel threatened by these also mean protesters, with their big signs, it's so scary. If they're in the street and you're just so scared, you can go ahead and plow them down. They will not only want to be charged, but some of these laws around the country that they're introducing, you won't even be allowed to sue them. So they're going criminally and they're going civil. So not only will they just get to kill people, but their loved ones won't even get to, at the very least, sue them dry. Nope. Right, and I think also in Florida, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember it all the way. Where it's like they're making it like a felony. Okay. To like certain acts while you're protesting. Okay. Are felonious charges. Like I think like destroying like historical monuments. Yes. Which I get people getting in trouble for destroying historic monuments. You can't destroy but it's property. Like I'm protesting, man. Watch out. Yeah. So I'm protesting, man. I might break something. Right. And with I believe it is Oklahoma who says, I don't know if it's Oklahoma and Florida or one or the other, where you protesting and blocking a road is now a misdemeanor, where you face up to a $5,000 fine, minimum to a max of 1 year in jail. So it's specifically a misdemeanor up to 1 year in jail. So I don't know if that's Oklahoma or in Florida. I'm not sure either. So now we're charging protesters for blocking a road, and after while they're in the hospital after getting ran over, so you get to run them over, and then they get cuffed to the hospital bed because they're being charged with a misdemeanor for blocking a road on top of being ran over. Right. And you can't sue. That's our country. I mean, and you can't sue them. Yeah. So you're taking L's all over. If you're in Florida or Oklahoma, please protest in the grass. And if you're in Iowa, the Republican Iowan House just passed the bill to join Oklahoma and Florida. The Republican House is still got to go to the Republican Senate, and then it has to be signed by the governor. But there's another state who's right on the doorsteps. So Florida, that's Oklahoma, crazy. Here comes Iowa. All them niggas got his potatoes, man. Like, man, chill out, man. Yeah. Yeah. But y'all got plenty of fields out there to protest in, so you don't have to go on the street. Yeah, you don't have to go on the street. Just go on a farm, Yeah. You in the cornfield. Sun's up. Yes. That's wild, man. But this stuff is heavy, man. This is heavy stuff. We're trying to laugh at how ridiculous it is, but I mean, you can legally run down human beings because they're waving signs and saying Black Lives Matters or I don't know. They could be protesting vanilla cake is better. Who knows? They could be protesting. They didn't specify. You protest anything, you get your ass ran over. The vanilla cake riots, man. I might run somebody over if they was protesting vanilla cake's better than chocolate. Because it's not. It's not. And you might need ran over for that. You might. No surprise here. I'm a vanilla guy, so. Vanilla girls, vanilla cake. I mean, speaking of vanilla girls, man, I know in the last episode I'm like, I prefer some color. So I went and I approached a paler woman. Okay. Because even when I like them white, I usually like them tanner. That's what I meant when I said I prefer tanner to dark. Yeah. I like them a little tan. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to kick it with a paler woman here in the next day or so.
Okay.
Just I want to see what you're.
Yeah, you're joining the race, man. You seeing what I'm experiencing out here.
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna hang out with it.
You don't have to tell me how that one goes. I'm glad you mentioned the previous episode too, where we touched on that. So y'all need to go back and listen to that episode first, where we expand a little bit more on the types of girls we were seeing.
I don't want anybody to think I'm like, oh, he don't like pale white girls. Right. I don't dislike them. Yeah. It's just if somebody was to ask me, okay, build your perfect woman. Okay. She would probably be
lighter to darker skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like, I mean, if someone had to point out my type, I'm kind of into mixed chicks.
Oh, okay.
I've had a nice amount of mixed girls. Okay. That's probably prevalent in my catalog. You know, I'm moving my hands like it's a like
there's an actual chart or there's something. Yeah.
But so I would say that's probably my type. Okay. But I've had opposite ends of the spectrum. I've had dark skinned girlfriends. I've messed with paler women. Yeah. And I'm not just saying white because I've definitely had a share of white women. But when I say paler, I mean like, you know, the pale skin, blonde hair, blue eye type shit. Gotcha. Not the Sicilian Greek looking chicks.
No, we both tried to mention we're not averse to anyone. You're not averse, to the white skinned girls. Yeah, I'm not averse to darker or black girls or
it's just our preference.
It's just right now.
I'm sure there's a woman.
White girl kick.
I'm sure there's women like, okay, look, you're lighter skinned than me. I'm darker than you. I'm sure there's a woman. There are women who prefer you to me or prefer me to you. Exactly. That don't mean they don't like other stuff.
Doesn't mean they don't like us both.
Right.
Right. Seriously.
Right. People are allowed to have preferences.
There's steps to this.
Don't discriminate, but prefer what you prefer.
Absolutely. We're open to all, man.
Let's see. Let's get what you listening to musically, man. What's got your ears ringing?
So for me, specifically an artist that I've been listening to lately is Rod Wave. He just had an album actually come out. So
I heard about that. I didn't listen.
I gotta remember his album here. I know one of the big songs from it was Tombstone.
So what is that? Is he got them songs like on the radio, or that's just one that's trending? You know, he's getting
he's not he's putting them up on YouTube and stuff like that.
Okay.
Man, that's my good artist. Soulfly, by the way, that's the name of his album. Soulfly. Soulfly. Yeah, Rod Wave, man, he's doing it.
I'm gonna have to check it. I'm gonna have to check it out. I ain't been big up on new music. I kind of been. I don't know. Recently, I've given into the fact that I think I like R&B music better than rap.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even given my history with making music, I don't know, man. It's way calmer, and I think it takes more talent.
Oh, with the singing and having lyrics and
Right. Right. Everybody can't do what a singer can do.
Chris Brown,
You usually get more dimensions from R&B than you get from hip hop, and like today's hip hop is it's very self-destructive.
Are you referring to lyrics?
Lyrics. Just the culture is
real, the culture.
It's real self-destructive, and the more conscious I get of the part I play in society, which I mean is probably a minuscule role. At least that's what it feels like as a person. But I mean, you affect everyone and everything around you. Sure. So it's hard for me to enjoy it the way I used to enjoy it. I mean, I still don't get me wrong. I still listen to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Right song come on. Yeah, I'm dancing around. I still like this shit. Right. But I notice I'm straying further and further away from it. Okay. Or I want certain types, like the same stuff I used to listen to, it's harder to listen to today.
Wow, okay.
Because I do understand the importance that music plays.
Absolutely.
And it's real. People could say, "Oh, you're supposed to raise your children. The music's not supposed to raise them." True, but if I idolize this rapper because he's portrayed so cool to me, like, dude, I actually went outside and sold drugs. You know what I'm saying? I actually wanted to put myself into the streets. I actually did it, and I'm like, ain't none of this shit as glorious as that song made it sound.
Right.
You know, so for a whole culture to present that to me, and I know different. I know what's on the other side of that.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to root for it like I used to. But
I get it.
On the R&B side, though, you know, I be listening to shit like my dude Lucky Day.
Okay.
He been hitting for me lately. Let's see what we got. Oh, man, it's a bunch of them. Daniel Caesar.
Okay.
He got a new song where he's on with Justin Bieber. I don't like that song. I don't like that song.
That's not the Peaches one.
It's the Peaches.
Oh, it's the Peaches one.
I don't
okay.
like that song.
Okay, I just listened to that on my way here.
Yeah, the song,
it's all right. It's all right.
It's gonna chart. If it's not already charted.
Yeah.
But I don't like it. I'm like, Bieber, how'd you get Giveon? I listen to Giveon too.
Okay.
How you get him and Daniel Caesar? These two of the cats I think is the hottest right now in the R&B neo soul bracket. You got them two, and this what you give me?
Right.
Like, come on, dude. Like, y'all could have did better, man. Like, maybe y'all supposed to let one of them drive the boat, and then Justin Bieber beat the feature.
Oh.
But I guess Bieber's the way bigger star.
Yeah,
like, Bieber's huge.
True. Yes. Yeah.
So I get it.
So I like some of the names you put out. And also Rod Wave. He's a singing dude.
I do know that. Rod Wave.
He's a singing dude.
Yeah.
So I think you'll like him. He be having those Drake vocals.
I'm hip to Rod Wave. I'm just not hip to the new CD.
Oh,
okay. Or the new album.
Okay.
Look, my age showing I said CD.
Nico Moon also someone I've been listening to. Yeah.
I'm not hip now. That is new to me.
Listen to a song, Good Time. Nico Moon. Yeah, Good Time. Listen to that song first. Trust me, you
okay.
You don't like it. You don't like it.
I'm gonna have to check out Nico Moon.
Nico Moon.
Is he rapping? Is he singing? Is he?
He's more singing on that. So
okay.
I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. So it's weird that you actually brought that up, and here I am, the newest artist that I've been listening to lately. They're singing. And I'm not even trying to step away from the rap or whatever, but I'm just feeling that more. I'm just feeling that
I'm
more
not
for whatever
intentionally reason. Trying to step away. Yeah. It just kind of happens because as my life, I like music that I can relate to. So in my life, if I'm not in the streets, it's hard for me to relate. It's not hard to relate to because I get it, but music affects your mood. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? For people that don't think it does, you're sadly mistaken, and you wonder why you always feeling away. Watch what you listening to. Watch what you taking in. You're making that part of your reality.
That's good advice. Good advice.
But I don't know, my reality is calmer now, and the things that I think about, I might want to sit down and listen to a song about love. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in love with nobody right now. That's something that's important in life. You care about stuff like that or stuff like, I don't know. It's more in tune with what I'm into. Hell, I'll even be listening to stuff like I might be playing a station on Pandora while I'm working or something or working out.
Okay.
And stuff come on. It might be a song that don't even have no words.
Oh,
it's just the beat.
Instrumental?
Yeah, it's like, they just got like...
Okay, and you just vibing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just... If the beat good, I can just
rock to that.
You
rock with it. Okay.
Yeah, okay. The song don't even have words.
Okay, I like that.
So I can rock with that. It's a lot going on musically, man. People... I'm a big fan of expanding your horizons, not just sticking to one thing.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Of course, I'm always going to love hip hop. I'm always going to be there for it. It's just, some of the newer stuff, like the stuff that was older that I grew up in and was out in the streets too. Yeah, that stuff's gonna always have a place in my heart.
Right.
So yeah, but like the newer stuff, like, cause these cats that's coming in now and talking that gangster shit, they like dying and going to jail and shit. Like, y'all niggas really doing it? Like, y'all got caught in the shit that I was listening to. Y'all got caught up in it, but y'all actually doing it after you made it into the music scene. That's where you get out of the street. Yeah. Like, you can keep making people aware of what's going on. Yeah. But you don't have to keep being part of it.
Right. How many rappers have just been sentenced lately or are currently in jail? Just just got arrested.
Y'all living this shit too. Right. Y'all living these records, and if you gonna rap about what you living, you
gonna be living something.
Yeah,
better.
You probably should be living something else.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, you should be living better.
I don't condone rappers that's not living it, talking that shit, but I don't condone living it either. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk your shit. We have to choose.
We'll rather you just talk it for the sale.
Right. Like, man, stay out here and keep making this music. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to take care of your family.
Of course. Make your money. Make your money. Talk what you talk. Okay.
Right.
But don't actually go out and be doing this stupid stuff.
Yeah, that shit wild. Like, seriously. Like, these cats is like, and man, you hear the young cat, they in the song talking about who they killed and shit. Man, like, man, when did we start?
They going over crimes that they committed and putting it out there, and then wondering why they end up being arrested and having it used at their trials. It's mind blowing.
Like, dude, we can hear it. The FBI can hear it too.
Right. At least make stuff up that has no bearings in reality. You're just making it up. And so if someone goes digging into exact situations, no Google searches are gonna pop up that exact type of crime.
Right. Right.
I mean, what are they thinking?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I respect your honesty, but
true,
but.
Great for you,
but that's not smart. That's not smart. It's not smart. Great song.
Right.
Great song. What's that? Nelly. The Murder on My Mind. That's a banger. I hate that it was real. Like, I hate that it was real. That's a banger.
Oh my goodness, man! Yeah, there's a number of them. There's a number of them actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So
not smart.
Yeah, y'all, I think it's mad gangster, man. I don't want no smoke. I ain't got the energy to match that now.
No, not anymore.
10 years ago, hey, I could match whatever energy you give me. I can't match that shit now. I don't want to match that shit.
I couldn't in my childhood. I can't now. I don't know. But
I don't know, man. We was giving niggas run for their money. Remember we was in the club,
okay, we had some club scenes that
we knew we wasn't about to get shot though.
True. That was fisticuffs, stupid club stuff.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that was back when people fought and
exactly.
Just fought.
Right, yeah, which is what you should be doing. You shouldn't pulling out guns every time every time someone raised their voice, someone want to pull out a gun. Like,
that's not what guns are for. That's not what they're for. They're for protection. Yeah. Like, my life's in danger. I'm not gonna talk shit to you. You talk shit back. I pull a gun.
It's a last resort.
Yeah.
Even if you got a gun, you should still be willing to fight someone fist to fist.
Right.
You still fight them. It's to the point where you feel like your life is in danger. That's when you pull it.
Right.
I mean, you just don't jump to a gun all the time, man. This is just crazy.
And every disagreement don't even have to be a fight.
Right.
Sometimes you can just disagree.
Right. Man.
And especially when it comes to stuff like the opposite sex. I want to kill this dude because he had sex with her. You ain't got no control over what she do. That man don't owe you no loyalty if that's not your friend.
And that's just embarrassing.
Yeah,
people, you get caught up in that situation. You're pathetic. I'm sorry. Yeah. You want to actually murder someone, risk your entire future, mess up their family. Flat out kill somebody just because you can't handle someone else was with this girl or something, or with this dude, depending on if we're vice versa, whatever. Like, what?
Right. That's Unacceptable.
You're just pathetic. There are over 7 billion people on this planet. I think you could find someone else you like just as much as you like them. Like,
and if you ain't gonna kill her too, you must be willing to forgive her. So forgive her.
Right. So
leave that man alone and forgive her.
It wasn't that serious.
Right.
It wasn't that serious. Only one of them got to bite the bullet. I don't know.
The guy that didn't have nothing to do with you.
I just don't get it.
I'm not saying go kill girls for cheating. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying, like, you know, is you really that mad?
I don't know.
I'm gonna get canceled before we even get going, man.
I tried to give you advice, man. Sometimes you just gotta not say some things, and that's what I'm practicing over here. I'm just not gonna touch on something.
People want to know.
I know. And that's the good part about tuning into this show, because they know. You gonna let them know.
Yeah, man.
You
People gotta know stuff. People gotta know stuff.
Hey, this is our second episode, man.
Hey, I think we killed this one, man. I think we knocked this one out the park.
There we go. We in there, man.
I didn't work on a sign off.
We for those who don't know, we talked about this at the end of episode 1. We're trying to come up with a sign off to end these episodes. Right now, neither one of us worked on it. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna wing it the best we can.
Okay, bye.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're gonna do. Look, you can find us all over the place, man. We're on YouTube if you want the video. We're on Spotify if you want the audio.
Anchor.
There you go. There you go.
Soon to be on the Apple
Apple Podcast.
Yeah, on the Apple Podcast.
Man, we're gonna be all over the place, man. Find us. So we got audio versions.
We're pending
approval. We got the video version on YouTube. So you can find us, decipher what you like better, if you want video or audio. And so make sure you subscribe to us and everything. And keep listening for future episodes, man. We got more coming. We got a lot more coming. 2 down. Hopefully a lot more to go.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
We'll see y'all.